Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I am Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Together we are two of the Office Blokes. Just two.
Just two.
What's happened to Office Bloke Daz?
I wouldn't like to say, really.
I wouldn't like to speculate.
No, not really, no. But I think the operation went well, but that's all I can say.
Right, okay. Did it get removed completely? Or?
It did, yeah.
It did, right, good.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't take long. Wasn't much to go at, but...
Yeah, Office Bloke Daz has had a minor. He's had a minor. No, he's gone and got COVID after 3 years and everyone else having it multiple times and everything. He's decided to finally jump on the bandwagon.
Has to be awkward, doesn't he, and get it now?
Yeah, for a bit of sympathy, and everyone's just gone, yeah.
Yeah, had that.
Yeah,
been there, done it.
It's so 2020 Office Bloke Daz. He will be back soon, don't worry. He's not that unwell. He's just tested positive and has a bit of a cough.
Yeah, keeping his distance for a few days.
That's fine. Right now, 30 geography facts most people get wrong. Got any interesting geography facts?
Have I got any interesting geography facts?
Yes, are there any?
I'm sure there is, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
K2 is actually bigger than Mount Everest, I've heard people say.
Is that because some of it's under the sea or underwater?
I think they change. I think they fluctuate, okay. But that may be a geography fact that people get wrong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind betting that's not right, and I've just believed it my whole life.
Right. I don't know. Yeah, not sure.
Let's find out then.
Yeah, I think we're better at actually. Yeah. I'm still trying to think of one really, but I can't think of one that's... Yeah, I don't know.
There'll be a couple on here and you'll go, I was going to say that.
Well, there should be 30 at least.
Yep, let's do it then. 30 geography facts most people get wrong.
If you are watching this video, you are probably interested in geography. Therefore, a lot of the facts we're about to tell you, you may already know. However, for the average Joe who isn't too intrigued by geography, a lot of them might get these facts wrong. Hey guys.
Is the biggest island in the world Australia? That's what I've always thought. So I'm just wondering whether that might be wrong.
Africa's an island, isn't it?
No, but you've got all different countries.
Oh, do you mean individual country?
Yeah.
Right.
Just one country. That's what I've always thought.
I believe that.
Yeah. And I think the biggest country by landmass is Russia.
Yeah, without a doubt, though. That's like a third of, even maybe more.
If it's one of them facts that people get wrong.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Let's find out.
Hi, Sam here from the Geography Bible. I hope you are having a fantastic week, wherever in the world you may be. So sit back, relax, remember to like and subscribe, and we hope you learned something new. So let's kick off this video with fact number 1. The United Kingdom and Great Britain are not the same thing. Great Britain is the official collective name of England, Scotland and Wales and their associated islands. It does not include Northern Ireland and therefore should never be used interchangeably with the UK, something you see all too often.
Yeah, because I think the Olympics it's usually Great Britain and Northern Ireland, isn't it?
Yeah.
As sort of like
I think so.
Sort of always tapped onto it, aren't they? So, yeah.
Number 2, Holland and the Netherlands are two separate things.
I didn't know that.
I knew that. Yeah, Holland is like an area. It's like Cheshire or whatever. It's actually Netherlands is actually the whole country.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. There you go.
Country as a whole, 12 provinces, while Holland refers to just the 2 provinces of North and South Holland. Number 3, Toronto isn't the capital of Canada. It is actually Vancouver. Just kidding, It's Ottawa. Number 4, Iceland isn't actually made of ice. Icelandic landscapes are shaped by the forces of nature and vary from deep fjords to vast volcanic deserts, through to black sand beaches, snow-capped mountains and staggering waterfalls. Number 5, Iran isn't actually hot all of the time. In January and February, Iran can see temperatures as low as 4 degrees Celsius. Number 6, Greenland isn't as big as it looks on a map. Greenland is astronomically distorted on a traditional map and is actually a lot smaller than what it appears. It is still huge, however. Number 7,
that makes sense if you believe that the Earth is actually round. But because we know it's all flat, then...
Of course.
Yeah, because if you look at the plane's flight paths going up rather than round, because it's a shorter distance.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Then it makes sense. I've just never considered it before.
No.
That I just thought it was this gigantic landmass.
Yeah. Oh, it's always it looked like that, but yeah.
Rio isn't the capital of Brazil. It had been the federal capital of the South American country from 1822 until 1960. But today, the capital of Brazil is actually Brasilia, in the central plateau of the country. Number 8, Texas isn't the largest state. Texas is approximately
Alaska.
Gotta be, hasn't it?
It's always
I was
Alaska.
gonna say, yeah.
678,000 squared kilometers, while Alaska is around 1.5 million squared kilometers. So,
Wow.
around double. Number 9, Mount Everest isn't technically the tallest mountain in the
There you
world.
go.
Ecuador's Mount Chimborazo protrudes further out due to it being closer to the equator. Mount Everest is the tallest by height by sea level. Number 10, Johannesburg is not the capital of South Africa, and neither is just Cape Town. It is in fact Bloemfontein, Pretoria and Cape Town. Number 11, Antarctica is actually the driest continent on Earth, not Africa. A desert is defined as a dry area that has very little rainfall. Given this, Antarctica is actually the largest desert in the world. Number 12, Brazil is larger than the continental US. Although the US is the 4th largest country in the world and Brazil is 5th, that's mostly because of US territories. Number 13, Sydney is not the capital of Australia.
Brisbane,
Although it is
isn't
the
it?
most populated and arguably iconic city
No,
in Australia, its capital...
Victoria.
No, it's...
I thought it was Brisbane.
No. Oh, I
Perth?
noticed as well, it's highly annoying. No.
I've named all the places in Australia that I know.
No, I'll have to let it play. I can't believe I can't remember it. Canberra.
Canberra.
Yeah.
capital is Canberra.
I thought that was a cheese that you put in the oven.
Number 14, the pyramids of Giza aren't in the middle of the desert. Many people assume that a visit to the pyramids of Giza requires a long trek into the Egyptian desert, when in fact, it's quite an easy trip from the Cairo city centre. Number 15, Istanbul is not the capital of Turkey. Although it is their most popular and iconic city, the capital is in fact Ankara. Number 16, the Atlantic Ocean isn't actually the largest body of water on Earth, but in fact, the Pacific Ocean is actually the largest body of water in the world. Number 17, Norway has the 2nd most coastline in the world.
It's full of islands, isn't it? It's made up of like thousands of islands.
What, Norway?
Yeah.
Yeah, fjords and all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's loads of them.
Most people would assume a gigantic
Could
country
I?
like
Wow.
Australia, the US or Russia may have the 2nd most coastline behind Canada, when in fact it is Norway. Number 18, Java is the most populated island in the world, at around 150 million. Java is by far the most populated island in the world, home to Indonesia's megacity capital, Jakarta. Number 19, speaking of islands, Great Britain is the 3rd most populated island in the world. Little
Wow.
old
Wow.
Great Britain is in fact the 3rd most populated island in the world at around 66 million inhabitants. Number 20,
Oh, never knew
Greenland
that.
is the largest island in the world. Not Australia, which is technically a continent. An island...
Got you.
That's why.
Yeah.
Absolute joke.
I thought the continent was Australasia. Or do we not call it that anymore?
Yeah, well, so did I. Maybe there's other parts of the world down there that are taken into consideration for it, but
Right. Maybe it's just
Yeah.
changed since we were in school,
yeah.
as things do.
Yeah, well.
is a mass of land that is both entirely surrounded by water and also smaller than a continent. By that definition, Australia can't be an island because it's already a continent. Number 21, Suriname's official language is Dutch, not Spanish or Portuguese. Number 22, California is actually more populated than the entirety of Canada. Number 23,
Wow.
Spanish is the 2nd most native spoken language in the world, behind Mandarin.
I'm surprised at that. I always thought it was English.
Native language in the world. So you think how many people
Which
speak
languages
English?
have the most speak? Yeah.
Well, yeah, native speakers.
Native speaking. Right,
So
okay.
that's your
yeah.
first language.
Right, with you.
Which makes sense, but you think how many people speak Hindi that speak English as
Yeah.
well? Like, there's countries all around the world.
True,
that-
yeah. Obviously, America, Australia, Canada. You know, there's a lot of countries. I think as the second language, I would guess English must be right up there. Although whether it's still more than Mandarin, that I don't know.
I
But
think English is the most spoken language on Earth
yeah,
because so many people have it as their second language.
yeah, absolutely.
Whereas, like Mandarin, you've got people who speak Mandarin, probably it's their
Vast
first
majority
language.
is going to be in China, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be first language, and it won't be that many people's second language, I would guess.
You don't meet many people that speak Mandarin that aren't Chinese.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, I get that.
But Spanish as well is a Spanish, French, and English. I feel like a
Yeah,
quite
Spanish is a lot
spoken.
in a lot of places in Africa, South America, of course.
Yeah, there's a lot, it comes down to colonialism a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's
of course,
like
yeah,
you know, the French, the Spanish, and the English all owned vast parts of the world, controlled vast parts of the world at one point.
Yeah.
Not English. Number 24, although the most populated country in the world, China does not have a city in the top 5 most populated in the world. Number 25, now this one is insane. North Korea and Finland are separated by just one country, Russia. Number 26, Greenland is not an independent country. Greenland is an autonomous, constituted country within the Kingdom of Denmark. And though it does enjoy a great deal of self-governing, it is not independent. Number 27, Florida is not the closest state to Africa. Now this one blew my mind. It makes sense since Florida is the southeastern state and cuts into the Atlantic.
It's probably up to the north though, isn't it? Because of the angle it's going at, it's maybe up in like New York or something.
I was just wondering whether or not Hawaii comes back around the other way and throws us a curveball.
Yeah, good shout.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah,
the Pacific's vast, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not the case. A small peninsula off the coast of Maine, known as Quoddy Head, is a mere 3,150 miles from Morocco. The closest point in Florida to Africa is 1,000 miles further. Number 28, Mexico is technically not south of the US. While it may seem a little counterintuitive, 11 US states have land farther south than the most northern point in Mexico. In parts of Texas, for example, the US-Mexico border is better described as being off to the west. Number 29, Afghanistan is geographically more in South Asia than the Middle East, and is closer to Mumbai than the likes of Iraq or Yemen. And finally, number 30. Egypt isn't only located in Africa. Sure, Egypt is part of the African continent, but it's technically considered to be a transcontinental country. While the Suez Canal divides Asia and Africa, there's actually a small peninsula in Egypt that transcends the canal and toes the line between the two continents. So there we have it, 30 geography facts that most people get wrong. Again, as we mentioned earlier, if you love geography...
There's actually some pretty good ones.
They're really good there. I like
yeah.
Short and sweet, like straight to the point.
Yeah.
It's a great video, that.
Didn't
really
bang
good
on
video.
about it as much
Some
as...
of these maybe big...
as much as some other people may do in videos. Concise,
straight to the point, well explained. Really good facts as well,
actually. There was some good facts there. What I liked about that was how he presented it was... It gave you enough time to be like, no, wait, no. yeah, that's what... No.
Now you put it like that, and maybe not. But.
Yeah, it's good ones though. I mean,
Norway, the longest coastline.
I knew that.
It just shows you with all the little fjords and little inlets and islands. Gee, that is absolutely incredible.
It's mind-boggling,
really,
isn't it?
It is.
I didn't know Greenland wasn't its own country either.
Same here. Fairly autonomous by sound of it, but I mean, it's probably, obviously big saved by Denmark there, isn't it?
Denmark, which
never knew that.
Allegedly the happiest country on earth, Denmark.
Yeah. Now that's a good one about Australia as well. I always thought, largest island, but, if it's a continent, it can't be classed as an island as well, apparently.
But I just didn't think it was. I thought it was part of a wider thing, which is Australasia, that's got New Zealand and stuff as well.
Which is like us being part of Europe, so we are the third most populated island.
Yeah.
Because we're not a continent, we are our own country, which Australia is as well.
Yeah, so
maybe there's a bit of a nuance in that. Maybe there's a bit of a
unless it's changed
artistic
somehow.
sort of like tinker around the edges with it. Maybe it's a bit of an opinion, not a fact. Some of them, I don't know, but he's saying the facts, so I believe him.
Yeah, but he said it on the internet, so it must be true.
It must be true, but it's really good that I enjoyed that.
I did too. Nice,
interesting.
Right, I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and also hashtag pray for Daz. Pray for Daz. Quick recovery from transitioning. And we'll see you again soon. Cheers. Guys.